Hey everyone, it's Bluelizardjello and welcome back to Blue Storytime featuring Death Stranding. Here we are in our own private room. We had just gotten our little bipedal automated delivery robots operational, and it's time to move on. I have taken the liberty of using the facilities, washing up, using the restroom, soothing BB, even drinking my monsters, of which I only have 2 left. But now, before we head out into the wide world, let's take a look at some of these interviews. Many of you have actually told me that you enjoy this part. You enjoy that I'm going through and actually listening to some of these interviews and actually reading them out loud at the beginning and end of the episode. So we will certainly continue that. So let's see what we have next on the agenda. We have Oxytocin by Victor 2.5 years ago. Back before the Stranding, people didn't rely on smart drugs like oxytocin so much, probably because they weren't so darn isolated. Me and my brother Igor, we got separated from our folks after the first void out. Stuff was crazy. I was just a kid, but he was even younger. Too young to have to go through all that. Spending night after night holed up in those ruins, it was rough. But we had each other. Held each other close to stay warm, and it made things better. Docs would tell you that oxy's doing its thing. The hormone the body releases when we touch each other. It's why mothers form bonds with their kids when they hold them and other stuff like that. But with the comms networks not what they were, it's more dangerous than ever to go outside. And even when you got other people around, they don't seem too keen to make physical contact. A collective aversion due to an ingrained fear of BTs and void outs, or so I've been told. And it all up, you got yourself a people that's isolated, scattered, stressed out, and insecure. So we've got no choice but to supplement our oxy levels. Fill the void left by physical affection with chemical TLC. Pretty messed up, am I right? I know we used to go to war over race and religion and all that back in the day, but that had to be better than living like this. If you happen to be watching this in the far future, we are going through something right now, a pandemic with COVID-19, that's keeping many of us from interacting and socializing as we normally would, at least many of us normally would. So it's interesting that now is the time I'm choosing to play through this game in a period of our own isolation. Why planes and drones can't fly, Igor 3 years ago. Know what I wanted to be when I was a kid? An astronaut, believe it or not. Must be hard to imagine now, but back before the Stranding, the skies were full of drones, airplanes, all kinds of crap zipping back and forth from continent to continent, some that even went up into outer space. But the chiral clouds put an end to all that. Nothing flies now. Nah, it all came crashing down, and my dreams with it. Darn clouds mess with flight systems somehow, don't ask me how. Eat up comm signals too, which is how come long distance signals can't get through anymore. That's why I've got no idea what's happening in other countries. Set us back more than a century in that respect. People talk a lot about how the Stranding sent us scrambling for the city, severed the bonds between us. But it did more than that. It severed the land from the sky. Interesting hearing both Victor and Igor talk about their experiences, both when they were younger and now. We do have a couple more to read, but we will save those for the end of the video here. We do have a bunch of mail piling up. I do have this one, which is going to be interesting. Recovery request. Track down a chip with a weird symbol on it. That is the Cyberpunk 2077. Pretty exciting. Right, but let us waste no more time. Let's get topside. Let's get some deliveries going. Possibly work on some roads, although I will probably say that for the next several episodes and not ever get around to it. But let's see what deliveries we have at our disposal. I don't remember if we've seen that one before, but it seems like maybe he's actually leaving with BB.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Hey Sam, those new sites you've brought into the network have helped us to restore more of our archives. Unfortunately, I still haven't managed to dig up anything about the BB's origins. And I'm completely locked out of BB-28's service record. If I could at least access that, I might be able to tell you why you've been experiencing those strange episodes. Well, I'll keep at it. You do the same.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders.
Okay, I mean, I was just about to do that.
Higgs set Fragile up.
Eavesdropping again.
It's all in your cuff logs. And with the aid of the Cairo network, we were able to restore Middle Knot City's regional archives. The records corroborate her story.
Don't need you to tell me what's true and what ain't. I could hear it in her voice. Son of a bitch fucked her over good.
No reservations about working with her then, I hope.
Good news, Sam. The bot you sent out made it to its destination. The test was a success. Got another one prepped for you to use. Thank you with my thanks.
I am all for sending out bot deliverable deliveries. Anything else
One
that
more
I
thing,
don't have to
Sam.
do.
A new delivery type has been added to the terminal. Your hard work's getting noticed. Because of that, there's been some talk of offering a premium service. Now, it might seem like a hassle to willingly take on extra restrictions, but if you succeed, you'll boost your rep even more. So, if someone asks you to deliver within a time limit, you could counter it by setting the limit even lower, thereby earning yourself a better evaluation if successful. Now, if you're feeling up for a challenge, give it a try.
You know, in a time and world of content creators such as myself and influencers over on Instagram and TikTok, it's really interesting just how on the nose this game is without being too in your face about it. This whole delivery system is based on my reputation and getting likes and boosting my own oxytocin from the praise that I'm receiving. And now I'm being told that I can force and kind of make deliveries more difficult by making them to more difficult locations or lowering the time limit just so my reputation could increase. And as a gamer, as someone controlling Sam, that's supposed to be enough to drive me forward. And the scary thing is that it is. It is enough. Now, let's take a look at the bot orders. Standard orders can be assigned to autonomous delivery bots. One order can be assigned to each bot. If all your bots already have orders, then new orders cannot be assigned. That makes sense. Now, looks like I only have 0 out of 1. I thought I had 2, or maybe they're still working on 1. Let's see. That's 96 kilograms. It's just going to the craftsman. That's a pretty easy delivery. Is there anything going to, let's say, the elder? There is one to the elder. Low likes, though. Tell you what, let's send something really heavy over to the craftsman. Only, well, 81% damage. I mean, is that really? It's saying that it's going to sustain 81% damage. That just seems so high. Anyway, let's go ahead and send it off. I won't always watch this cutscene, but I do like watching it. Right, now what kind of orders can I take on? Ah, okay, so there is the recovery chip engraved with a mysterious signal. Is it in mule territory? Doesn't look like it. We should absolutely do that, right? Ooh, I also need to deliver to the weather station. By the way, I can tell you right now, from my previous playthrough, I never got to the weather station. So anything I do from here on out is completely new to me. I just want to take a look at standard orders. I mean, I guess at this point, we really just want to push forward. Let's do the Cyberpunk mission really quickly. That does not seem to be far at all. And then we'll go ahead and make our way to the weather station. And let's see, zoom in. Yeah, that's not far at all. There is a really steep valley, but if I just head south and stay along the ridge, I should be okay. I do need to watch my footwear, though. fact, let's make another pair just in case I need it.
Sam, sometimes other porters will return Bridges' vehicles to the garage. They're for everyone, so feel free to use them if you want.
Hey, okay, that's pretty cool. Shady23 and Griffin, if you're watching this, thanks for leaving those bikes. I appreciate you.
Order assigned. Begin. Decon fuzzy journey.
Now, I probably should have plotted this a little bit. So there's another road constructor right there. Ooh. Never mind. I am not going to be bringing the bike, so let's just leave it right there. I am certainly glad then that I bought new shoes. Very, very rocky terrain. It doesn't really look like there's any BTs, though. Ooh. The film director? I haven't met the film director. We'll have to pick that up so we can discover a new location. Okay, so it must be down in there because I do see some climbing ropes. Oh wait, that is the film director. That's actually not cargo. That's a new place. Okay, tell you what, let's cross this bridge. Very close to the way station. That's strange how close that is, actually. Anything else out and about here? Wait. Time out. Okay, what's going on? No. It is, in fact, lost cargo for a film director. This is confined space. Oh, this is just a safe house. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. Well, let's grab this film director stuff. Find out where in the world they are. That is more film director down in the ravine. Ooh, that actually looks like an easy spot down there. We'll just use this rope. Let's see, who made this? Well, I have no idea. But thanks for it anyway.
Thanks for the help. Today's a good day.
Oh, cool. So it's actually on this ledge. I like that. Oh. Oh my goodness, please don't fall off. There we are, and I am gonna use this rope to climb all the way down. Yeah, I want to grab that film director. Anything else down in here? No. Ooh. Cue music change, I guess. And let's see if I can actually get up this. Yes. Nice and easy. Good. Excellent. Well, let's make our way back and see what the reward is for turning in this strangely engraved chip. Not to break the fourth wall and talk about another game, but have you all been playing Cyberpunk 2077? I did pick it up. I have played maybe an hour. And it wasn't even so much that I got caught up in bugs and glitches. It just wasn't really doing it for me. I guess I was really hoping that it would suck me in. I did try Witcher 1 and 3, and I couldn't get into either game. So maybe CD Projekt Red is, you know, great as their games may be, just really isn't for me.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
So you made it. Looks good as new. My hat's off to you.
Jay has upgraded the compass. You can now choose to have your objective marker displayed at all times. Select an objective marker in compass mode to choose whether or not it will be displayed at all times, enabling the never hide setting. Will drain Sam's battery. No, thank you. I don't want it to drain my battery. Is that really just what I got?
Oh yeah, I got something for you. Hope you find a use for it.
Oh. Those some sort of cybernetic? V's face pattern.
Well, take care of yourself.
Okay.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery
Thank you, Sam
terminal
Bridges.
for
Let's take a look at that really quickly. I have no clue who I am, but you I know. You are Sam. Sam I am not. Sam the man. Alright, we won't read through that whole thing. I have something for you. I'll hook you up with V's face pattern. Sam, a bona fide Valentina with the ladies. Am I right? Okay. This is just a whole lot of awkward praise that I don't need to be privy to. 3 likes received from your partner, Jay. Very cool. Very cool. Right, so, does my map show where the film director is? Film director's way, way out there. What kind of terrain am I looking at? Couple of ravines. Looks like quite the hill climb all the way to the film director. As opposed to the weather station, which is out here. Kind of up towards the snow. Let's do the weather station first, and time depending, we will do the film director after that. Let's see. A ladder might not be the worst thing to have. I did just get some new boots. I have a bola gun. Hematic grenades. Hematic grenades I have, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's just do the ladder. Oh, right, I left my bike outside. So, chiralium grade, we'll just hang that on the tool rack. I will rearrange this here. Oh, guess I could have just done that in that menu.
order assigned.
Let's make that look just a little bit nicer.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Now, I wonder, is that marker... No, it doesn't look like it's always on. Looks like it's already turned off, which is
Weapons
good.
restrictions lifted.
Ooh. This terrain is
Beginning scan.
really rough. I wonder if I'm going to be able to even really bring the bike.
Clear. Weapons detected.
Alright, let's mark it. It's not far. But if I don't have a bridge, maybe I should build a bridge. Then again, the road would probably...
Until departure.
Road would probably handle that, wouldn't it?
Sam Porter Bridges.
Let's take a quick peek at this road reconstructor. It's not that bad. I can give it all the crystals it needs right now. You know what? We may make this happen if we can. So I am going to do crystals. Still have plenty on me. I still need 1,300 metals and 1,800 ceramics. Eee, that is probably not going to happen. But tell you what, let's see if there's anything in the immediate area. There's 100 metals right there. That's not bad. Not really all that great either, but we'll pick that up. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to step inside again really quickly, because building this road might make this just a lot more tolerable. In fact, we'll just drive there. We'll be super lazy. So let's see what we can borrow. Even if they had enough, I'm sure I'd have to take multiple trips. So 1,300 metals, 1,800 ceramics, something along those lines. Clay materials. Ooh, okay. Do have 1,200 metals. That's nearly enough. And then ceramics would be about 1,200 off. How heavy is this? 100 kilograms? You know what? Actually, can probably get away with just one of those. I think. Tell you, we'll grab just in case. Did that work? Oh, wow, I could actually hold it all on the bike. Well, that makes that easy. So let's go drop this off. I know I'm doing a little bit of a detour, but I think just this one auto paver is going to be great.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Nope, I didn't actually bring the metal though, which I'm going to have to. Even if I walk slowly, it'll be fine. Yeah, that's okay. We're going to be dropping it all off here in a second. Is that already too much? Oh, I guess so. Okay. Can I not add materials? Oh, that's it. Okay. Apparently it didn't really count like I needed to. And someone's already added some ceramics, and now it's down to 1,400 ceramics. Okay. That's not terrible. Let me take a look at our map here. I mean, I could go all the way back to Lake Knot City to get some, but that just seems a little bit aggressive to build this road. Is there anything else in the area by chance? I know I had some in the shop we could use. Right, tell you what. So, I do want to get this built. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some back and forth between here and the auto paver, just kind of drive around. I'm not going to make you watch that, so there will be a brief cut here, and I'll see you in a moment. So while I was in the area, I decided since I have these antique watches and I'm just out looking for materials, go ahead and drop these off at the craftsman and see what he has to offer.
Delivering cargo.
Ah, it's you. How's it going? Cargo's in mint condition. How the hell did you manage that?
Hey, bullet gun level 2 just for delivering those. That's great. Oh, and I even got the Watcher from Horizon Zero Dawn hologram data. Cool. He actually has quite a bit of stuff. This is good.
Just so you know, I've put something aside for you. Maybe you could use it more than me. Go ahead and grab it whenever.
Ooh, some custom hematic grenades. I don't really know. Homemade improvement on the standard hematic grenade. The single transfusion limit of the base model has been improved upon, allowing for a greater anti-BT effect. The specifics of its construction, however, mean it can't be recreated using a chiral printer. Ah, okay. Sure. Why not? I'll take that. Now, I need to borrow some stuff.
Well, you've done your bit. Time for me to do mine. Good work. New order.
So at this point, fabricated equipment. What does the new bola do?
A new and improved bola gun. It allows you to charge up shots for increased range and wire spread. Pretty neat, huh?
Wider spread, would that actually allow me to capture more than one person at a time? It could be kind of cool. Right, clay materials. Oh boy. So you have 800 ceramics. I'll take that. I'm gonna take some metals. In fact, kind of all of your metals. That'll do. That's gonna be a lot. Let's see where I can put it. Okay, that's as much as I can do that. Oh my goodness gracious. Right, so I'm going to make my way to a couple of different auto pavers, drop this off, and then we should be able to proceed. Well, my battery on the trike is just about out, so we're gonna have to do the rest of this on foot, which is fine. I actually don't need those metals though. I only need the ceramics that are on me. I did stop and drop some of the metals off, in fact 1,000 of the metals off at one of the other auto pavers. But I think other than this one, the rest of the road reconstructing I will do off camera. It does make a huge, huge difference when you're trying to get all those 5 stars. Ooh, I wish I could split these, because I only need about 440. But it is what it is. Oh wait, no, I need 800. I need 800. So it's actually not even quite. In fact, that's exactly enough right there. Wow, that was perfect. Never mind. Please tell me that that road actually goes over that chasm? No, it goes right to it. Oh, wow. What if I brought a bridge with me from here to there, and then I could keep using the trike, although I need to get it charged. So I do need a PCC. Right. Okay. My battery's not charging here, so I need to do a generator too. Okay. Not making the progress that I hope. We're getting to the weather station today, though. But we may need to grab a couple of PCCs. One for a generator, one for a bridge. So let's... Oh, gosh, I hope I have enough to craft with all the stuff that I took. Let's recycle all the metals that are, of course, on the bike. So that's not going to work. Fabricate PCCs. Oh my gosh, I took everything. Not quite, but I took a lot. I can make 2 of these, though. Although I still need... Once I place the PCC, I need materials to build the item, right? Or am I crazy? It's been so long since I wouldn't use one of these.
Footwear condition keeping
I do have boots on me though, so we're fine. So let's see where we can... Let's get a generator next to the road right here. So let's see. PCC. Not a post box.
Sorry, Sam. I can't allow you to build a structure there. Pick a spot outside the sensor ring and try again.
Okay.
Weapons restrictions.
Would this be okay? Yes, this would. Let's put this right up against the road. At least right as close as we can. Great. Okay, so no, I don't need any other materials. I just need to give it a little bit of time. So let's drive this on over.
Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome. Sam Porter. Weapons restrictions lifted. Construction.
Perfect. I'm also going to just step off just to make sure my legs are getting powered too. Which they are already maxed out. And the bike is as well. Great. Well, let's go to the end of this road that we just built. And there's a bridge right there. It's not close enough. Ooh. Not even sure if we're going to be able to build it right here. I wonder how close that auto paver is. Although this doesn't even look that deep. It's deep enough. It's deep enough. All right, let's hop off. Unsuitable surface. Oh no. And it's not going to let me build it where the road is. Oh no, no, no. Okay, can we go down a little ways and maybe build it? Deep water just... Oh no. Oh, what a bummer. The best laid plans. What if we go down a little bit more? Maybe on this outcropping? Deep water. Oh, okay. So I could build it there. No, it actually said road construction area. But I'm thinking, what if I go way out to here? Obstacle. Road construction. Oh, but I can... It's going to let me build it. It seems. But it's also kind of warning me, I think, that, hey, once this road gets built, we're going to have to deconstruct your bridge. Maybe that's okay, though. Maybe that's okay.
Okay.
You know, for now. I'm just really trying to be extra lazy and not have to walk everywhere. Although, we may have to anyway. Because that terrain on the other side looks really, really difficult. Think Elder's Recess and Monster Hunter World really difficult. Oh. So now I have to deliver materials. Oh, it takes 800 metals. Oh, for crying out loud. Right. What are we gonna do here? I really should have just brought a ladder. I have a ladder. I do have a ladder. Okay, you know what? Bike, we're leaving here. And how... What if maybe from this rock. Oh, it's getting mad at the structure. Getting mad at my wonderful bridge. Road construction. It's not really? I should have just crossed that stupid bridge. And that's probably still what I'm going to have to do. How would you just let me put a bridge down, please? But not. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so close. Hey, someone's using my road already, though. That's pretty great. Now, let us mark where we need to go. That is so far. Holy cow. Wait a minute. It's like way up high. Okay, got some ladders here. So tell you what, let's go to that ladder. From there, I think we can go to kind of that corner. And then roughly just straight up the side, I think. That's the plan?
Someone's happy.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, my bike's probably going to get ruined. That's okay. We're going to make this work. Hey! A porter gave me a like for my generator. Now, porter...
Eyes open, dumbass.
Porter's not another player, just one of those NPC porters. Wow, that was horrible. Well, let us get my new footwear. Harmonica, of course. There we are. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. That was just absolutely foolish. Yeah, the bike was never going to make it out here. I'm not really sure what I was thinking. I hope we get some cool story, though, with this weather station, because, man, can't be as bad as the wind farm, but right now, it's feeling like it. Can I grab? Yes. Alright, BTs are gonna be in the... Wow, it is. I see it. That is not close. I don't think I have any container repair spray, do I? I don't have any container. Oh, no. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to go quickly. We're not gonna have the chance to be too terribly careful here. You know, but despite all the time fall, the outer deck is not going crazy, which is good. All right, not loving that swift water. Where can I get around that? Container damage, that's not good. Oh, maybe right here? It's a little iffy to cross, but... Wow, there's so many things to pick up. Ooh, that's quite the hill. Right, let's go slightly to the left of it. I think the train's... Ooh. Look at the strands. That's... We're going right into it. I do have my bola. Ooh, the container is ruined for the old game console. That was for the film director. You know, if I could get a road up here, that would just be okay. This is pretty cool, though. Wow, this is a fairly large facility. My legs are really running down quickly, though. I don't know if resting recharges the legs. I think it might. And actually, the rain... Yeah, I think the rainfall's let up. Not really sure how I avoided those BTs. I don't think that was intentional.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Oh, very cool.
Clear. Weapons detected.
Oh,
All weapons will be locked
not a
until
private room? Really?
verified. Thank you. Delivering cargo.
Hello. Sam Bridges, right? We've been expecting you. The gauge you brought is going to save a lot of lives. Let me do a quick inspection. Oof. Looks like it's still in one piece. Thank you.
Special alloys can now be used at all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used at the weather station has increased. Special alloys. So we have another material type? Oh, great. We have the bot back. Craftsman has shared some of the delivered materials. Oh, very nice.
Once you connect us to the network, we'll be able to share our measurements with everyone. You mind doing the honors?
I mean, that's more than halfway across the country already. PCC level 2. Does that just mean I build level 2 things automatically? Floating carrier. I don't know what that is. New interview, Chiral Clouds and Timefall. That sounds very interesting. A new structure, a Timefall shelter. Ooh, I like that. And a safe house. New features been. Ooh, weather forecast. So can I actually see Timefall?
I'm sure they told you, but this weather station was built before the Death Stranding. Bridges 1 came and fixed it up. Unfortunately, we lost contact with our weather satellites a while back. Interference from chiral clouds. So it's been tough to measure chiralium levels and predict timefall. But thanks to you, this weather station can finally function as intended. You made our jobs easier. Now let us do the same for you. We won't let you down, I promise. Take care.
I see you got the weather station back online. Excellent work, Sam. When a region is integrated into the chiral network, it's also brought closer to the beach, in a manner of speaking. There's a significant impact on chiralium levels, and measuring that impact is one of the Cupid's primary functions. The more we know, the more accurately we can determine where to expect timefall and when. Without the chiral network, we'd be left guessing. Oh, and thanks to your latest accomplishment, you can now review the weather forecast via your cufflinks. Check your map. You'll see. Ought to come in handy when you're planning routes. I'll keep an eye on the chiral density from right here in my lab. It's not too far from South Knot City. Keep processing those orders and you'll put that region on the grid soon enough. Good luck, Sam.
Good work, Sam. That's one more site on the grid. Keep it up and we'll be finished before you know it. The weather station's forecast should be visible to everyone on the chiral network now. Yourself included. You can access them via your cufflinks. Could be useful when plotting your routes.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Now, oh, people are Wow, okay, people are delivering a lot of materials. Now, I wonder, okay, so there is the generator, which I can just not quite get. If I build a safe house, does that count as a private room so I can rest? Just trying to see if anyone's built one nearby. And if not, maybe I should.
Restrictions lifted.
Let's take a look at the map and see if we can see that weather forecast.
Weather forecasts can now be viewed via your cufflinks. Should come in handy when you're on the road.
So press R3 to cycle between the standard map display, the chiral network coverage, and the weather forecast. Okay. The weather forecast, wind, and timefall. Blue areas indicate timefall. The arrow indicates wind speed and direction. Up and down can be used to alter the time. Aha, okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. That's, wow. That is actually pretty interesting. So for the next 30 minutes, this area has a lot of timefall. Not so much right here. I mean, I could always go way down here and up and around. But that is pretty handy. Tell you what, before we sign off, I do want to try and build a safe house and see if it works like a private room.
Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be
So let's
locked
grab a
until
level 2 PCC, provided we can.
We've added a timefall shelter option to your PCC. They're perfect for keeping you and your cargo dry until the weather improves.
We will probably start keeping PCCs on us then, because the timefall shelter is going to be very important.
Congratulations, Sam. Your PCC's leveled up, so to speak. It now has the capacity to produce more complex structures. I'll let Mama fill you in on the details.
Sam, I've added a safe house schematic to your PCC. It's a fairly large structure, so it'll take a lot of time and materials to build. But once complete, it's pretty much identical to a private room. Give it a shot.
Okay, so it is a private room. The problem is it takes 2,400 special alloys, of which we only have 1,200 here at the weather station. So that is not going to do it. Now, floating carrier.
A floating carrier is a kind of tractor car. Chiral crystals keep it suspended in midair, allowing it to move unimpeded over rough terrain. You can load one up with cargo and tow it to your destination with minimal effort. If one's not enough for your needs, you can hook it up to another and take two. Just keep in mind that carriers require a steady supply of chiral crystals to operate. Make sure you have enough to get where you need to go.
And now I know why I've had so many chiral crystals on me. I just didn't know it. Floating carrier. And they can also be used as a mode of transport, and up to two can be joined together. Right. That sounds awesome. So we will certainly be playing with that next time. Before we end, though, let us send our bot out again. Let's see. What do we have? 311 all the way from the weather station to Lake Knot City, excuse me. Absolutely. Let's do it.
Deploying autonomous delivery bot.
Well, even though we're not going to get a chance to rest here, that is where I'm going to call it an episode. It took us a while to get to the weather station, but we made it. We have some really cool options. We can now build safe houses. We can also do timefall shelters, and we can now use that new cart that's suspended with chiralian crystals, which is pretty cool. One last thing, though. So, not a big area left. In fact, I don't even know what is left, because I didn't get a new... Well, then again, I didn't actually take a look at the orders, but we'll do that next time. I do have the film director left, and that maybe is roughly going to be it. I mean, there's this crater right here, so this is probably the final destination somewhere down in this area, I would imagine, which isn't far. It's part of a ominous-looking crater, though. Right, I did say we were going to do a little bit more reading, so let's do that. Let's do 2 more interviews here. Chiral Clouds and Timefall. We just got this one recently. This is Hartman 2 years ago. Why do chiral clouds form? Why does timefall occur? And why does it herald the manifestation of BTs? These are questions we still struggle to answer. As we now know, BTs are beings formed of something akin to antimatter. Their first appearance coincided with the Death Stranding. Prior to that point, it is believed that there was very little in the way of antimatter present in our world at all. But we've since learned that this was far from the case, for even before the Stranding, antimatter was all around us. I discovered a scientific paper on the subject titled On Antimatter and Clouds. According to the paper, the gamma radiation generated by lightning strikes can trigger the formation of positrons, and indeed, particles of antimatter can be detected inside regular rain clouds. The mechanism by which they are formed is not fully understood, but the mere existence of this phenomenon is enough to suggest something intriguing. Chiral clouds contain chiralium, yes? Well, what would happen if gamma radiation were to act upon them in the same way as it does in regular clouds? Could chiralium excited by gamma radiation exacerbate minute distortions in spacetime, somehow loosening the seams that connect us to our beaches? And if so, when the excited chiralium mixes with timefall and descends to the ground below, could the entire region beneath the clouds become much more strongly connected with the beaches as a result? This could well explain why BTs appear in areas prone to timefall. Furthermore, if the antimatter we previously thought did not even exist in any measurable quantity on Earth were in fact present such commonplace phenomena as the very clouds above us, would this not lend credence to the theory that BTs, beaches, the world of the dead, all of these things may have existed long before the Stranding? Too much of a theoretical leap, perhaps. I do not deny a world changed, drastically and irrevocably. Nevertheless, could it not be that the Death Stranding was merely the clap of thunder that brought this great change to our attention and not the change itself? I can appreciate the fact that for simple gameplay mechanic reasons, it could have been explained to us that BTs appear where there's timefall, and that's it. But the fact that we have people like Hartman who are studying this and trying to understand why, and then we're getting glimpses into their reasoning, pretty interesting storytelling, even if it's just being done through these little data logs. And next we have, Prepper interview the engineer. Engineer from 2 years ago. My horizons ain't exactly broad. That said, I'm not completely cut off from the outside world. I knew what Bridges was, and that they were trying to rebuild America. But when you're living down here, it's hard to see how that's got anything to do with you and yourself, am I right? My folks holed up in the shelter after the Death Stranding. Had a kid and raised him in their slice of paradise, and together we lived off whatever Fragile Express was kind enough to bring our way. They told me tales about the good old days, but I've never had much of an imagination. Couldn't see how a country long gone was any concern of me and mine. Far as I figured, if Fragile Express was happy to keep bringing us stuff, we didn't need anybody else, and we certainly didn't need America, whatever that even was. But then, one day, I was looking at a part for this machine my dad put together. He was an engineer too. And I noticed something. It said, "Made in the USA," right there in tiny print. It got me to thinking that America might not exist anymore, but the stuff Americans built is still around, making our lives a little bit easier even now. You could say the old country lives on in its works, kind of like how my folks live on in me. They died a while back. Anyway, if they were American, I guess that makes me American too, and maybe this shelter a part of it all. Once I realized that, I started pouring my heart into building stuff to help you guys put the country back together. The engineer. Excellent. Well, some progress was made. We did finally build a road of our own. We made our way to the weather station. We still need to get to the film director, excuse me. And then, of course, we need to find out what the next step is on our destination. Ooh, look at that upside down rainbow. Very cool. Well, we will be tacking on some of those assignments next time. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're still enjoying Blue's Storytime featuring Death Stranding. I'm still enjoying it. So much so that I even picked up the official, I kid you not, novelization of the game. 2 volumes. Sitting there on my shelf looking at me. Alongside Sam Porter and Higgs pop figures. because that's the kind of nerd I am. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're still enjoying, and I will see you next time.